This is the Influencer Entrepreneurs Podcast with Jenny Melrose, where I strategize with business owners on how to grow and scale their businesses to hit their income goals. This is episode 410 of the Influencer Entrepreneurs Podcast with Jenny Melrose. Today, we're going to be diving into how to set a revenue goal as a small business owner. Before we jump into that, I want to make sure if you haven't already grabbed our revenue planning guide that you do so. You can send me a DM on Instagram at Jenny_Melrose and I will send it directly to you. Just send me a DM saying revenue planner guide, please, and I will send it over. Or if you are in your podcasting app, you can actually just go to the description and is linked right there for you. So it will get sent directly to your inbox. You're going to want to make sure that you grab that guide, especially after listening to this episode, so that you can take what you're learning and put it into practice. It's great to continually consume information, but you have to take the action so that you can put things into place from what you are learning. So you're going to want to make sure that you grab that guide. All right. So when we are talking about how to set a revenue goal as a small business owner, we're going to make sure that we learn practical steps to set a realistic and achievable revenue goal for your small business. It is great that you are running your own business, but you have to be able to hold yourself accountable and set goals that are going to have revenue in mind. As a business, you have to be determining your revenue goals. You cannot simply be saying that you're going to get more followers, that you're going to get more traffic. That is not how you run a business. You have to be looking at your revenue. So in order to do this, the first thing we need to understand is what is a revenue goal. And a revenue goal is an anticipated annual goal for revenue of a business based on previous revenue from past years. Now, if you are just getting started, I want you to put an anticipated revenue goal that you think you could potentially hit. You are going to also want to think about that when you are setting your revenue goal, that it can be broken down quarterly or monthly in order to stay on top of the goal. You're going to hear how those numbers are just so important and that you can't simply write it down and then never revisit it. It's not going to naturally come to fruition if you're not going back and checking to see what tasks you put in place are actually helping you hit those goals. Now, why is a revenue goal important? A clear revenue goal based on product and or services helps create a clear path for focus of a business. It also allows an opportunity to analyze what has worked in the past and what may need more or less attention. So we're going to really start to talk about how you can break down your revenue pieces within your business and determine whether or not the amount of energy and time you are putting into certain products or services is worth it. You may find that a product that you've been putting a ton of time into isn't quite hitting the right way, isn't getting the anticipated revenue that you thought it would. But there might be another product that you have that is doing really well. And you need to look at and determine how you can put more effort into that other product and what has been working so that you can maximize the amount of revenue that can come out of that product or service. Now, let's break down how to set a revenue goal. And I want to remind you, if you haven't already grabbed the revenue planner guide, this is going to help you really break this down. So make sure that you head into your podcasting app and grab that planner for yourself. So when we're looking at how to set a revenue goal, the very first thing that we want to do is to look at past data broken down by product and or service. So if you are a business owner and you are doing one-on-one services, if you run a group program, if you have courses, you have a workshop, you are doing affiliate advertising, you are doing sponsored content, you are making maybe money from ads, I want you to break each of these categories down and determine what you are making for the year and by month. It's important that you understand the ebbs and flows of your business. What products do better during Q4? When does your traffic increase revenue for ads? When does affiliate income really need to have your focus and make sure that you are promoting? So you want to make sure that not only are you breaking this down by product, you're breaking it down by month so that you can see the ebb and flow within your business. The next thing that you're going to determine is which products need your effort. Where can you maximize your time and effort? So that if you are already seeing that a product is doing really well, what did that launch look like? How are you promoting it? What could you double down on to increase the revenue to that product or service? And that's what you're going to want to make sure you're looking at here. The third thing you're going to do is set goals based on SMART goals for your revenue. So if we are looking at increasing a course that we have put out, we want the income to increase on that. What were you previously doing? Could you look at your overall subscribers to your list? Most likely a large portion of your sales are coming from your email list. So let's double down on focusing on that email list that will then convert into sales for that. And you want to make sure that you set up SMART goals for that. And when you are doing that, you can break it down so that you are making sure that they are specific, they are measurable, they are achievable, they are realistic, and they are time sensitive. That is what SMART goals are standing for. The fourth thing that you wanted to do is determine the tasks necessary to reach those goals. So the example before, I said that if we were going to increase sales because we saw that a lot of our sales were coming from our email list, maybe we're going to double down on making sure that we're growing our list. So what tasks are we going to do in order to grow that list? Are we going to potentially do list swaps and collaborations with other people within our niche so that we can grow our list with like-minded people that are going to end up in sales for us?
Hey there, guys. My name is Melanie from Mostly Under Control, and I am a member of Jenny's Influencer Entrepreneurs Insiders membership. I've been a part of it since 2017, and over these 6 years, I've taken full advantage of the weekly trainings that Jenny offers and the monthly group coaching. The group coaching is probably my favorite part of the membership. Jenny has taught me so many things for my business. She helped me niche down and write and teach about what I wanted so that I wouldn't burn out. In addition to what she teaches, the networking I've done with other members has been invaluable. I recommend her membership to all of my online business owner friends because it is worth every single penny.
The fifth thing that you want to make sure that you are doing is to revisit your goals monthly to analyze the data. You have to pay attention to your numbers. I know as creatives, it can feel very frustrating to have to look at numbers. That's normally our least favorite thing to do. But if you are not looking at your numbers, you're not running your business like a business. You don't know whether or not the amount of effort and time you are putting into certain tasks are actually resulting in what you are ideally looking for. So if you are doubling down on putting your time into Pinterest, is it resulting in sales? Is it resulting in email subscribers? How are you measuring that? You need to make sure that you are determining that and looking to see if the effort that you are putting in is actually resulting in the revenue or the anticipated goal that you set for that. So at this point, I hope you see how you can have a solid foundation for making sure that your business continues to grow. As we are looking towards 2025 and on, we want to make sure that we are revisiting our goals monthly and setting most likely quarterly 90-day goals so that you can make sure that you are moving in the right direction, putting your time and effort into the right things. If you haven't already grabbed our revenue planning guide, please make sure that you do. Like I said, you can go right into your podcasting app and click on that link and it will send you directly to it so it'll get sent to your inbox. As always, I appreciate you all so much for listening in. If you haven't left a rating and review as you're in your podcasting app, just leave a quick rating and a couple sentences about your biggest takeaway from this episode. I will see you all next time.